Hi, this is our Mama B, and welcome to House Flipper. This is me buying my first house, so let's get on with it. I'm buying the camping bungalow, and we will renovate it and do it up in this video. I do the inside in this video, and I still have a little bit more to do on the inside, so there will be a part two, and I'll be doing the outside as well. So here, I'm just cleaning the outside of the garden and just hosing down the house so it doesn't come up on the mini map that it's dirty, and then we shall go explore inside. So this is just like a little one bed house with a kitchen. I do change my rooms around. I do have a habit of changing rooms around and building and changing everything up. I also get rid of everything in the house, windows and everything. It does make the people at the side go a bit mad. They're the buyers, so you can cater to the buyers if you want to, or you can just kind of freeball it a little bit. But if you do cater to the people at the side a little bit, you do get more money. But I also find that sometimes they'll ask for something and then you'll literally give them a living room and they'll say there's no living room. So you can't always please the system for some reason. But yeah, so I'm just getting a front door right now. And the front door that I choose is from one of the DLCs. But there are plenty of other front doors to use. I'm using this one just because I think it looks pretty and I've not actually ever used it before. So I'm just checking that it's fitted properly in there. And now I'm deciding kind of what I want to do with my doorways slash where I want stuff to go. When I design, I don't do my wallpapering first, etc. I actually kind of plan what room I'm going to have as where, and then I place my windows if I decide, right. So like now I'm just deciding which window to have. So that I'm actually turning this room into a bedroom. It was originally a kitchen, but I'm going to put a kitchen in the living area instead and make it kind of an all-in-one room. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I've decided as well that I'm going to put narrower doors in. So this is me slightly destroying the place. I think, I've decided to move the door up a bit because I don't like the fact that you have a door coming into, if you come into your house and then you've got a door straight away. I find it a little odd. So I've just moved it slightly along, and then I'm going to use one of these narrow doors as well. And I tend to keep the front one, or the top one, sorry, top window clear just to, I think it breaks up the room a little bit and makes it not seem like it's just a closed door for the rooms. And then for the bedroom, I'm also going to do a door, but that one will have full privacy. And I shall move that across and make use of a flat wall to put it against. So if your door opens up onto a flat wall, it obviously doesn't waste a square's worth of space for you to place things. So here I am just reconstructing. I don't reconstruct too big in this one. I just kind of use the space accordingly. I'm just now going to choose a back door. And this back door is quite a cute one. It's a Christmas one, but you don't have to have the wreath and stuff up on it. You can have it plain. And I find it's quite cute with a little cat flap or dog flap or whatever it is. So now I'm going to start choosing my flooring. This is going to be for the bathroom. So I just lay the bathroom. Always close your door when you go in so you can see if you need to go up to the door or if your door goes into the other room or not, because it depends how, like my two doors just then are two separate doors for how I've put them in. And then, yeah, just deciding all my living room floor and everything. So that's me decided for that. Now I'm going to paint the bedroom. I've decided to use this wallpaper. This is another one that is a DLC wallpaper. It's very pretty. In all fairness, I would recommend getting some of the DLCs if you do like the game. So get the game first, kind of see how it goes. I got the garden flipper and the house flipper first because they came as a little set. They were on sale. And I thought, you know what, I'll try the game. And then as I played it, I think another one was free, which was the apocalyptic one. And then I ended up with another I want to say the bunker one or something along them lines. Cyberpunk maybe as well. So, and then the other two I ended up getting on sale as well because I thought, why not? I've tried you get a demo version on the game, which comes up on your jobs list. So you can see the different jobs that they do too. And it shows you. So right, so I've just painted my walls. I tend to go for the same colour palette on a little place just because it makes it so much easier to paint. I also go for, most of the time, part of a standing kitchen does make it easier. This one fits that gap quite nicely. So I've gone for the built-in oven, and I'll add my sink and my fridge separately and maybe another unit just to kind of close off that little area. It's not the biggest house, so you do find that you have to kind of like condense down a little bit. You can't think, right, I'm going to throw everything into this kitchen, because it is not that type of kitchen. Once you start unlocking the other houses and bigger areas, I do find that the open living areas are easier. Like just then I just eyeballed up to see if I could fit an island in this house, so I didn't have to have a dinner table, but I can't fit that in. But I do end up putting a dinner table in anyway, and it's all good. So right now I'm just kind of like spacing my kitchen out and seeing what I can fit in there and kind of what gap I have at the side so you can get out your door. I put that cupboard in backwards. That's pretty standard for me. But yeah, so I think that's all the units I'm going to put in, because you don't particularly need everything. I am now looking for a sofa. This will take me a while because it's just one of them that you have to find a sofa that fits the space. I've got quite a few new sofas on here that I've never explored before. So as you can see, I'm kind of eyeing up patterns, etc. because I've not actually decorated yet. It kind of gives me free reign. I quite like the L-shaped sofas. They tend to be quite cute in the quite big spaces, or if you've got like a little nook that you can fit them in, but they are quite spacious and you do need that extra little bit of space. So this is one of the wallpapers I've gone for, just a brick with wallpaper on there. And I always think this one looks really cute just because it kind of like pops a little bit, but not too much for a kitchen style. So then I'm just going to keep the wallpaper the same paint throughout. Here I'm just testing out sizes for tables. That one was too big, way too big. So now I'm just scanning through. It is sometimes hard. It is a bit of a try and test thing. You do buy stuff at times and you're like, nope. Or you buy it and then end up hating it part the way through. Now it's like finding chairs that kind of fit that space, because you just don't want too big a chairs, and then just kind of shuffling around. I even move it around in a bit because I end up putting a unit behind there. So now I'm just starting to decorate and get storage in. You will find I shuffle my furniture so much, so much. And here I'm just going to start putting my units in, putting your TV stands in storage, putting your boxes in, getting your DVD player, your gaming, etc. You don't have to put everything in, but I think it does up the value of the house. I'm never 100% sure how much value stuff adds, but I think it's because you people, like one of the guys loves a TV in the bedroom. Some people love having rugs on the floor or flowers. They tend to like the flower side of it. So it depends who you're catering to. One of them loves storage everywhere, so he likes having more and more storage. So, like one of them just mentioned then, like, did I mention I don't have kids? Because I guess they class them Calyx drawers as kids' drawers, even though they are not kids' drawers within storage. So now I'm just going to kit out the kitchen. I'm going to put my blinds up because I haven't already. I like the blinds in the windows just because I would do that at home anyway, so let alone in the game. So it's just adding your little touches in. I've got the kettle, which is on the DLC. That's not on the normal game, but there is a kettle that you can put onto your hob that's not as nice as that. But it's just finding the little things that you want. There's fruit bowls from a DLC. I've never used that one before, so I didn't realise how big it was. These are also DLC ones. But more of the plainer ones are from the normal game. I am choosing stuff that's slightly different, like the coasters. I've never used them before. They're from one of the DLCs, and I just thought they'd look cute on the table with a little coffee mug. So I'm just placing them down. It's just kind of making it look a little bit livable and a little bit cute, and like someone would actually live there. And the standard knife block. You've always got to have your knife block and your knife out. I don't know why. That's always just standard in my houses. And now I'm just putting the finishing touch on the kitchen, which is just a kitchen bin because I forgot about that. I'm now going to do the blinds, and I will then go on to the bathroom and start putting my windows in. I love these little windows because they don't take too much space up in the room. I don't particularly think you need a massive window or anything in the bathrooms, especially when they're only this size. I'll get rid of that grate just because. And then I'm going to tile my wall. I'm going to do a half wall tiling that matches the floor just because I think it would look cute. And I also just do that a little bit of paint as well and then finish my windows. So next I am going to choose what shower I'm going to have. I always do the shower first and then kind of plan where I'm going to place things after. If I do that, then you know exactly what space it is. That shower is from one of the DLCs. It is slightly bigger than a normal one, but it's still cute. You've also got your washer because for some reason they're obsessed with washing machines in this place. It's very much an American thing. I'm English and I have mine in my kitchen. So, but in this game, it's classed as a bathroom accessory for some reason. So I think if you put it in your kitchen, it wouldn't get you less points, but I think it's just not classed as a kitchen accessory. And sometimes I just build like a utility room and have a toilet in there with like the washer and the dryer in, and that kind of classes as another little kind of bathroom for them. So now I'm just going around and sorting my my bathroom sinks out and putting it all together, mounting it all nice and quickly. So it's starting to come along a little bit. Right, I'm just getting a unit. I'm going to put that above the washing machine. I think I'm just eyeing up the spaces at the moment because sometimes you have to do that. That's what half your time will be, is just eyeing up what and where you want to place things. That mirror is my standard mirror. I always use it. I like it because it's got the light on it and it's like a good size and it's not too bad. So now I'm just accessorizing my bathroom and seeing where I can put stuff. I love that toilet because you can place stuff on top of it. So it's another storage unit for you. You could put your towels on top of there. I wouldn't particularly do that in real life, but obviously, push comes to shove, it's a game. You don't get marked down for it and they're not judging you for it. So now bin, and I think I am nearly done. I'm getting a rug for the floor and then lighting. I always do spotlights in the bathroom. I just like them. And then I've realised I've done no switches anywhere. And I'm going to finish off in the next video. So see you for part 2 soon. Bye.